The insulating oil has excellent insulation properties. The main factors affecting the electrical strength of the insulation oil are the moisture and impurities contained. The electrical strength test can test the ultimate breakdown voltage tolerated by the insulation oil, and the tan of insulated oil is one of the main indicators that can reflect the quality of the oil. Electrical strength test is also known as the breakdown voltage test. The test items presented in this video are: 1. Transformer insulation oil breakdown voltage test. 2. Dielectric loss factor tan test of the transformer insulating oil. The test product used in this test: 10 kV oil immersed distribution transformer insulating oil. The test instrument used in this test: insulation oil dielectric strength tester, transformer insulating oil breakdown voltage measurement, the insulation oil medium loss factor tester, dielectric loss factor 10 measurement of the transformer insulation oil. The breakdown voltage of insulating oil is an important indicator to measure the degree of insulation oil contaminated by water and suspended impurities. The lower the breakdown voltage of the oil, the worse the overall insulation performance of the transformer, which directly affects the safety operation of the transformer, so the insulating oil must be strictly tested and the breakdown voltage of insulating oil must be controlled within the standard requirements. The tester should be familiar with the use instructions and operating procedures of the instruments, and connect the test instruments as required and debug it normally. Before pouring the sample into the sample cup, gently shake the container containing the sample several times so that the impurities in the sample can be distributed as evenly as possible without forming air bubbles. At the same time, unnecessary contact between the sample and air should be avoided. Before the test: 1. Pour down the original insulation oil in the test sample cup. 2. Use the sample oil that has been equilibrated to room temperature. The difference from the ambient temperature is less than 5 degrees Celsius. Pour it into the oil cup and wash it 2 to 3 times. 3. Pour the sample oil into the oil cup and the oil surface shall exceed the electrode at least 40 mm. 4. Place the oil cup, cover it with the safety dust cover, and set the test parameters according to the standards. Press the start key, and the instrument automatically starts the test. The first breakdown voltage test was carried out 5 minutes after the sample was installed and no bubbles were detected between the electrodes. After each test, the breakdown voltage value should be recorded. During the test, after the voltage rises to the breakdown voltage, pause for at least 2 minutes, and then carry out the second test, and repeat this test 6 times. After 6 tests were performed, the average value of 6 breakdown voltage was calculated. Note: 1. For new oil before injecting into the equipment, the breakdown voltage standard is greater than or equal to 35 kV. 2. For the oil in operation, the breakdown voltage standard is greater than or equal to 30 kV. The dielectric loss factor of the insulating oil is an important parameter to measure the insulation performance of the insulating oil itself and the degree of contamination by impurities. The greater the loss factor of the oil, the greater the overall dielectric loss factor of the transformer, the lower the insulation resistance and the life of the oil paper insulation will be shortened. Therefore, strict testing is necessary to control the dielectric loss factor of oil within a lower range. The tester should be familiar with the use instructions and operating procedures of the instruments, and connect the test instruments as required and debug it normally. Clean the test tank 3 times with a portion of the sample oil, then discard the sample oil. After cleaning, refill the test tank with sample oil. Pay attention to prevent the entrained bubbles. Heat the test tank to the test temperature. The general test temperature should be 90 degrees Celsius. The resolution of the test temperature is within 0.25 degrees Celsius. The test pool is not automatically heated, and when the 7 temperatures reach the plus or minus 1 degree Celsius of the required test temperature of 90 degrees Celsius, the loss factor measurement shall start with the 10-minute. The test voltage generally adopts a sinine voltage of 40 Hz to 60 Hz, with the size depending on the test liquid, and the recommended electric field strength is 1 kV/mm. After completing the measurement, the tester records the test results. Note: 1. The dielectric loss factor standard of the new oil is as follows: before injecting the equipment, less than or equal to 0.005; after injecting of the equipment, less than or equal to 0.0072. Oil in operation, dielectric loss factor, less than or equal to 0.04, measured at 90 degrees Celsius.